Good morning. We have made it to another glorious day. I think it's Thursday. Little baby chicks went on lockdown last night. So here in the next 3-4 days, we should start hatching those little guys out all over the place again. I got lumber to unload this morning. I'm going to work on getting this brush pile moved a little out of my way. With that lumber coming next week and some other stuff, this is going to be kind of my main supply area for this build. So I just kind of got to get it out of the way. I got to make sure I leave everything open to be able to get my electrical where I need to get to it with the Mini X and everything. So I got to kind of get everything strategically placed. I don't know. Hi, Miss Eve. You sneaking in the backdrop? I don't know what all I'll get to today, but I'm going to get this brush drug out of the way this morning while it's still cool. I think it's day 2 of being in the high 40s at night, which at 8 o'clock in the morning is just perfect for shorts for me. I love it. This is my ideal temperature right here. So if it would just stop and stay here, would be good. Let's get this brush drug out of the way. Well, that at least gets some of the brush out of my immediate way right here on this edge. I'm hoping, and I'll keep an eye on the forecast to find today to get this mess burnt and get it out of my hair and get all those cardboard boxes burnt, because to be honest, it just looks kind of trashy. Weatherman said not today. They're calling for 15-mile-an-hour winds, and that's too much for me, and I'm not a fan of fire. I think y'all know that, and it's going to be an ideal situation for me to burn outside like this with the brush, because wildfires are nasty. So let's just carry on with the mission and move on to something else. I think real quick I'm going to set this laser up and see just what I'm looking like here as far as where this slab's going to land, just to get an idea in my head, because it's definitely got me intrigued. So I'm just going to see what this looks like real quick. So upon my initial shoot there, we are actually 3 inches out of level, give or take. About an inch and a half of that is where some of this sand has silted down this little hill and kind of settled. Shouldn't be too big of a deal when I got the track hoe here to skim an inch or 2 off of this side and move it over here on this side and get this a little bit more on an even plane. It's close. I mean, it's 3 inches out over 32 foot. It's really not bad, but that's a little bit more slope than I like in my house. So I don't want to try to leveling it out with concrete or anything. It'd be a little expensive, but should be able to move a little dirt around and get it real close. So that really prevents me from doing too much as far as digging holes and all that, which I can. I just don't want to fill them back up when I'm trying to push and level things out. So dirt work is the most important. The foundation is where it's all at, right? So I'm sure I'll find something to keep me busy and cruising along on this, but we'll go ahead and more than likely attempt to start digging these holes regardless. But it's where I'm at. we go. One pile of lumber removed from the truck. Check. What's next? Well, it's been quite the day. I know it doesn't seem like it to y'all, but I've just been doing a lot of little hit and miss stuff around here. Miss Angela did have a doctor's appointment today, so she's kind of been hanging out behind the scenes, and she's almost done painting the doghouse. And as you can see from the front there, it's looking quite a bit better. I got the trim hung back up. She got the back painted on this other side, and I've got the trim done on that. I know y'all seen me build the doghouse, so I didn't figure you wanted to watch me do a few little pieces of trim to go along with it. A couple little knickknacks. She's still got to paint some touch-ups and stuff on that, but that's going to be done. She's been over there working on the chicken house, and she's just nearly got it painted now. And it only took her 6 weeks, 7 weeks. We'll see if she finishes today, because we're going to have to disappear and go to her doctor's appointment here soon. And apparently, one of our baby chicks turned into Hannibal Lecter overnight. So I've also been dealing with that. He's been attacking and pulling tail feathers out of the other poor little old chicks. So I've got the injured chicks separated, and I've got them back together and trying to do what I can with them. And then I had to sit and watch and watch and watch to try to figure out who the troublemaker was. And well, he's still alive, but he's running solo at the moment. Not sure what his mindset is, but sometimes chickens do that. I don't understand. They get one little peck in them, and then next thing you know, they get some blood, and then they just keep at it, and they just go to the next one and the next one and the next one, and yeah. So he was basically a bully, and I bullied the bully. So he is now spending some time alone, and we will see if he changes his attitude later in life or not. If not, he may, I don't know what he's going to do. We'll just leave it at that. But had to close this out. Kind of on a deadlock, waiting on machine next weekend and the rest of my materials to get here. Tomorrow is Friday. I have looked at the weather. The wind is supposed to be calm all day. It's supposed to be 45 again tonight. So I think my plan in the morning is to wake up and get this burn pile going and see if I can eliminate all that stuff today. I've got all those stumps that I pulled up there by the greenhouse area. That's something else I'll take care of while I've got the Mini X here if I got time, is getting the rest of those stumps pulled and all that mess pushed out of there. Lots of plans for a machine while it's here. Got to take advantage. But as you can see, it's awfully windy today and definitely not fire weather. But after watching Bobblehead's video and the feed shortage, I figure I'll make a little run while I'm in town with the doctor's appointment for her and see what kind of feed I can scrounge up and stockpile up on a little bit. It's a crazy world. There's all kinds of shortages on stuff that really shouldn't be. I've kind of been following the auto market a little bit. There's quite a bit of shortage going on new cars. There's a chip that they're having trouble getting made. And I think they're down like 1 million less new vehicles right now than what there should be, which is also driving the used car market up. And the prices on used cars are going up. There's just, these new shortages just seem to keep appearing every week. Every week there's something new, and just be prepared. Have a backup plan. If you don't, make sure your family's got a backup plan, and make sure everybody knows each other's backup plan, and in the event that the world goes astray, even worse than it already is. But all we can do is just put our hands on the good Lord and know that He's going to take care of us. And if all else fails, I'm ready to go home. So no big deal for me. But that's all I've got for today, guys. So y'all have a blessed one, and we will catch y'all on the next one.